now I'm a full-time defensive end.
Do you feel that's a spot you'll be kind of better able to showcase what you're best at?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a lot more explosive on the edge, able to bend the corner, fast, explosive, and also I'll be able to play inside, outside, whatever they need me, I'll be there.
What do you have to do to kind of shed that weight?
Say that again?
What do you have to do to shed that weight?
I would say work hard. I'm just working hard. Really took care of my eating, what I put in my body, and Sam, the nutritionist, really like helped me a lot with that, and just going up to her and asking her like what I need to do to lose this weight, and just getting with my coaches. Coach Hilgard been doing an amazing job. Hilgard, Coach Mick, Coach Juice, they've been doing an amazing job with me, just working with me personally, and all the coaches grabbed us and they're just like, okay, what's your goals? How much weight you want to be? And they kind of like figure it out with us. So that's been really helpful.
You feel like a football player yet? Or, I mean, you still feel like the guy who, I've only played for a couple of years now?
The answer is yes. The answer is yes. The coaches, like, they've been on me with everything. Recognizing situations, recognizing it's a pass, run, seeing where I'm at the field. Is it short? Like, is it medium? Is it long? So recognizing, looking at the sticks, getting the call, just feeling a lot more confident in just where I'm at.
What did last year against some playing time and stuff and getting out there, what did that do for your confidence, your comfort level going into this year?
Getting experience. That's the biggest thing for me. It's just like because I'm the kid that came from Egypt, really didn't know anything about football, and just kid taking it step by step and looking at my mentors and so like George, Scotty, Meach, all these people, looking at them and learning from them and just applying it to my game.
I don't know if it was your first game, your first tackle, but was there ever a moment where you kind of looked around and were just like, man, I'm really doing this. Like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was my freshman year against Utah State, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But after that, the coaches really helped me just recognizing where I'm at, what am I doing, and playing time and experience, and just last year being able to start a few games and just recognizing everything and just being a better football player in general.
Where do you think you're going to be better this year? Where do you feel more comfortable in when we watch you play this season? Where do you think this year's version of you is going to be better than last year?
I'll be normally on the edge, and if Coach D wants me inside, I'll be inside. Whatever he needs me at, I'll do whatever he told me.
But I'm like, what skills do you think you'll be better at this year than last year?
Versus run or pass, like just football in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel like my pass rush game is just took another level, and me stopping the run, being physical, and just recognizing that I can either my body in the gap or his body in the gap, and just having that mentality is like we're gonna have to stop the run, the spear. So it's like stop the run and like pushing the quarterback and all that. So either my body or his body, and just recognizing its pass, being able to bend the corner and get to that QB.
When you started playing 4 years ago, did you ever imagine that you'd be playing at this high a level, doing this well, so early?
I had no idea. I had no idea. Just like I was all in shock and just like recognizing where I'm at, and then I didn't even know what's D1 or didn't even know what's like football. I was out there just playing football, being physical, being explosive, and just doing my thing. And right now, just I feel a lot more I'm getting a hang of this. I know what am I doing. I know what situation I'm in. I know like the pressure that's on me, and I can be able to handle it.
When we talk with your coaches, they immediately bring up your intensity and how much you care.
Yeah.
Where does that come from and why?
I mean, I love my teammates. My whole family are back in Egypt. I only have a brother, Corey, that's here, but my whole family are back in Egypt. So this is all I have. This is my family. This is my everything. And I'll do whatever it takes to just protect my family and do what helps my defense.
Would you consider yourself a leader on this team now? If so, what's your leadership style?
I mean, I'm kind of like in the process of being a leader, but I won't say I'm a leader yet because there's older guys, and all these guys have so much respect, and I like look up to them. But I won't say I'm a leader yet, but I'm in process of being a leader, yes.
You mentioned the physical violence that you have to play those first 2 seconds. Did that come naturally for you, or did you have to kind of work on that mentally?
I think it comes natural to me where I came from, and just my whole lifestyle has just been playing. I played every sport that you can imagine of, so a bit like boxing, judo, everything. So I kind of have that mentality of like, okay, I'm gonna be relentless no matter what. What down is it? What is it? And I'm gonna be physical because that's all I can control.
Can you tell us a little bit about your summer travels and why are your summer travels necessary for you?
I mean, sometimes you gotta go visit the family and tell them what you're doing. And there's so many people in Egypt that look up to me, and they're like, okay, because I'm the first D1 level that ever plays at Boise State. So a lot of people go up to me and are like, wow. I'm like, guys, I'm not like a big thing, but it's like they come up to me and they're like, oh, how did you do it? How did you? And I'll be able to like share my knowledge and share what I know and share what my coaches taught me and my team has taught me. So it's a big thing to go visit the family and see my sisters, see my brothers, and just be around the family.
What's the football scene like back in Egypt? I can't imagine it's very big.
It's not a huge thing over there, but they're getting a hang of it. It's which is I'm really proud of, and I'm really happy that they like. I have a lot of like following from Egypt, and people like just text me and be like, "Hey, watch this play. How did I do here? Watch this play. How did I do here?" And I'm really grateful for them, and blessed to be the first one to be like D1 level.
Yeah, what does that mean to you? I know you said you're not a big deal, but I mean, to be the first one from your country, I mean, just what kind of pride do you take in that?
It's huge. It's huge. It's huge that little kids look up to me and just like be like, okay, I want to be like him one day, and to have that responsibility and have that like people look up to me because I was one of them, and just to like be able to be like, hold on, let me get a second, to be able to like look up to me, like that's a huge thing for me.
So what is the time difference over there?
It's 9 hours plus, so they're probably sleeping right now.
I understand you took Marco and Mason back with you to Egypt this summer. You know, how cool was it to just kind of bring back some of your teammates there?
It's awesome. Marco was the guy that came with me. I'm really like grateful to like he came with me. So he's just like to be able to experience different lifestyle, different culture, taking him places, just seeing the pyramids, getting inside the pyramids. It was good for him to just see where I came from, and we had a lot of fun.
So Marco was the only one that came?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, your family's coming in September. Who's coming and what do they want to see?
They just want me to do good, and they want to see Hassanein on my back, because that's like my family name, and just they're really proud of me no matter what. My sisters are coming, and my dad is coming too. My dad was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until you're a starter, and then I'll be there. So he's coming this year. I'm really grateful that he'll be there and watch me play.
Any plans around town where you're going to take them?
Ooh, well, Barbacoa is one of the top places that I'll take him at, and just hanging out with them and just seeing, because my dad hasn't been in the States for years, so just being around him and seeing like different stuff will be a really good opportunity for him.
How did they come up that Marco was going to go? Did you ask him? He asked you? Tell us that story.
It really happened so fast. So me and him are roommates. So we were talking, and I go visit every summer in May, and I was like, hey man, do you want to come to Egypt with me? He was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he just booked the ticket, and we planned it, and he came, and we had a lot of fun. We went to Siwa, which is the Dead Sea, and we went to the Red Sea, and we went inside the pyramids. So it was a lot of fun.
I know you said that like you try to downplay like back home that you're a big deal or not, but like straight up, are you a big deal back home knowing like what you're doing over here?
For some, for the people that know American football, yes. But for people that doesn't know American football, which is not really popular there, but for some of them, yes. They like kind of look up to me, and I'm really grateful for.
How do you find the sport over there?
There?
Yeah.
So they play on a soccer field. There's not really like football fields. They play on a soccer field, and people text me and be like, okay, can you come to this practice? I'm like, okay. And just kind of like going there, sharing a little bit of the drills that we do here, there, and just explaining like, okay, situations and how to play football, and okay, how to get in stands, how to get a great get off, how to do moves. So it's just like, I had to take him through really the basis of like, okay, fundamentals and technique.
But I mean, for you personally, how'd you get involved in the game?
In
Football.
Repeat that question.
How did you get involved in football?
Oh, so I moved here in 2018.
Okay,
In
gotcha.
2018, yeah, to play football for my brother Corey. He's a high school football coach and an English teacher. He was visiting, and he came, and he was like, okay. I was playing CrossFit all the time, and he was like, okay, come play football for me. And I was like, okay. At that time, I didn't know any English. I didn't speak I didn't play any football. So he just taught me a little bit, and I kind of grew on that. Yeah.
You've seen your brother a couple games and stuff last year. What's it meant to have him over here with you?
It meant everything. It's just like family, and to be able to see me, and he the one that brought me here and just told me to like taught me everything. And I remember looking at the TV and these were like, okay, what's the NFL? what's college? So just being able to have the opportunity and just very grateful for him to have him, and he helped me big time in my life just by like teaching me and just being a big brother.
You haven't been playing that long. How much fun is it to make these probably massive strides, and you're probably starting to develop instincts and things like that? So like,
Oh my gosh.
how cool is it to see all that kind of come together?
It's awesome. I'm really like the coach has been really on me on that, and just be able to feel stuff, having instinct on the football field, because I didn't have that back then. But right now I feel like, okay, the O-line is kind of like in a pass stance. Okay, it's a run stance. He looking down. Okay, there's a wing set. It's a gun strong, gun weak. So I'm just recognizing passes. I'm recognizing patterns. Okay, what's the offense run? And being able to watch film too. It's a big thing. Just Meech just helping me with that, and being in my room and being like a big time for me. And be like, okay, Ahmed, what do you see here? Ahmed, what do you see here? Okay, and Jabril too. Jabril, oh my God, it's been a big time for me. Just meeting with him one-on-one, and just him explaining like the football scenarios and football situations. Okay, it's a 3-by-1, so the quarterback needs to roll outside, so you need to stay outside the quarterback because that's the throwing arm. So there's so much into the game that I've been really just been clicking for me, and just been really grateful for that, to have all these mentors and been looking up to them.
Did you say you didn't speak English
No.
when you came here, and so you've only been speaking English for
5 years.
wow
5
that's
years. 5
impressive.
years, yeah.
You sound like you've been speaking
Thank you.
language your
Appreciate
entire
it.
life.
There's some a little bit, you're gonna see a little bit of accent there, but just being able to, like, because my brother's an English teacher, so he's been helping me a lot, and just explain, like taking extra lessons, and my roommate's been helping me a lot with everything, and just talking wise, and I'd be like, Ahmed, that's not wrong. But the thing that I don't understand still to this day is sarcasm. I don't get sarcasm at all. So this is the big thing for me. So.
What's it like the transportation to get around Egypt and things like that?
Oh.
Be a little bit interesting at times.
I would recommend you to open a YouTube video on just traffic in Egypt. It's brutal. Marco will tell you. It's brutal. Like people, there's like cars, and there's no lights. There's no green lights, white lights. There's some in nicest areas, but majority of the time, it's so populated that people just walk by you. I can't drive there. Like literally, I can't drive in Egypt. I was just like, my dad was, nope, you're not gonna drive, and it's just like. It's a little trafficy over there too.
What do you think your potential is, and how excited are you to step into your biggest opportunity yet of your football career?
It's time. It's time to get going. Like it's developing all these years, watching these mentors doing the great stuff. Now it's time for me to just step into that role and just do what I do. And I've been practicing really hard, and coach has been really on me on everything, technique, fundamentals, scheme, all that. So it's time for me to just let loose.
How's the defense been looking? And there's a lot of guys like you that were kind of waiting for their chance, and you guys lost a lot of guys from last year. I mean, how eager are guys like yourself ready to prove that you guys can play too?
We're looking great. We're looking awesome. Everything is just, we're looking, and our offense been giving us our best looks ever. Like our O-line, I think this is the best O-line we ever had. I'll be honest with you. This is the best O-line we ever had, just pass rushing wise, running the ball. They've really been tough on us and hard on us. And I would say this is the best opponent that we're going to face is ourselves. So our offense has just been on us for everything, and I'm grateful for them.
Do you have 2 years left or 3?
2.
Okay.
2.
What's your ceiling? I mean, when you're done, how high can you go in terms of your progress?
I mean, my goal is the NFL. My goal is just to step into that role in the NFL. And this year for me is huge because I want to prove it to anybody that I can do it and I can be that guy. So I told my coaches that I want to be elite. I don't want to settle for anything. So.
What's your first impression? What's your first recollection of knowing what the NFL was or is?
Oh, so I was watching like the Rams, and my brother was like with me, and I was like, "What's that?" And he goes, "That's the NFL." I was like, "Okay, how do I want to go there? How do I do this?" And I was watching Aaron Donald. I promise you, I was watching Aaron Donald. And I was like, "Wow, that guy's really good." And he was like, "Yeah, that's the NFL." And I was like, "Okay, how to get there?" And he was like, "Okay, first you gotta go D1. Then after you go D1, you gotta prove it from there." So I think I took the step 1, and now it's time for me to show what I can do.
You know, if being a D1 football player makes you big in Egypt, what would being an NFL player do?
Oh my God, it would be huge. It would be huge, especially if I stepped in that role and I'm actually elite in the NFL. And this is what my plan to do. So it's just like the little kids will look up to me, and my whole family will be proud of me, and this is what I want to do.
How are, you get some good stuff over here. How are like your negotiating skills? Like if you're at the market,
Negotiate. Well, it's a really talkative thing over there. Just like you gotta know what you're doing and know what's the price, because some people will sell you stuff and you're like, no, that guy just gave me a little price, and that there's a little bit of like exchange and going back and forth, and just he saw it. My dad was one of the best at it when he would go into the market, and he was like, okay, no, I can't buy that. No, I can't do that. And he leaves. And then the guy follows him and be like, okay, I'll give you to that price. So negotiation is a big thing over there. It's huge.
One other thing, everybody brings up your strength too, and I know Andy was saying that the pre-season press conference that everybody on the team got stronger. You got a new strength staff. Like, what was the difference? Like, would you agree with that? Did you guys notice gains in the weight room?
Yes, and I actually got a lot faster. A lot faster. I just hit 19.5 miles per hour in pads. So that's like my top speed. So they definitely got me there. And Coach Helga been doing an amazing job with me and with the whole team, just getting us together and just like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, this is what's gonna happen, and just be able to take off and just bending the corner and doing ropes, and they've been doing drills that we never done before. And I think that helped us a lot, just being more explosive, more bendy, more like everything. Like, and Coach Schmidt, Coach Juice, Coach Reed, everybody just been like really, okay, I'm coming to you, just what do I need to do? I'm just fixing the little techniques and fundamentals on lifting, like, okay, hands on the bar, okay, bags are straight, back are straight. So it's like, this is how you're gonna develop power and explosiveness.
What's part of your mental prep? Have you learned to dislike quarterbacks?
Huh?
Part of your mental preparation, have you learned to dislike quarterbacks?
I mean, I never liked quarterbacks, really. It's just like, it's just for me, it's just like, they have a really tough position and really tough mentally, but you gotta respect the trenches. The trenches, that's where everything happens, and I like my quarterbacks, but I just don't like other quarterbacks.
Have you had any NIL opportunities? I mean, your story is different. You'd think maybe a business locally, heck, maybe even in Egypt, would want to hook you up with something. Anything in NIL for you, man?
Not yet. I'm working on it. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm just waiting to become, my name is just become a starter and just making plays, and my name is getting out there, and just finally, it's my time now to shine and just giving everything I have for Boise State.
Are there Egyptian businesses or restaurants in Boise?
Yes, there is, but I won't say Egyptian. There's like more Lebanese, more like Iraqi, all that stuff, but I won't say Egyptian. But it would be huge if I got an opportunity with anybody.